counselors and campers that really got together and did an excellent job on the process and the scenery that you will soon see. Of course, all the campers and counselors who helped me very much with the play. I thank them all. Let's hope that the green team wins.
Now, our new project, our new mission, we can think about it. You know, you remember that synagogue we destroyed a month ago? They haven't found us. They never do. They never will. Anytime we do something, we get away with it, and we're going to do it again. We're on a mission. Our next job. I've been thinking about it. There's that Jewish institution down on Houston Street. I think it's about time we put a sneer into them. Even more than that.
But why the Jews?
Look, I don't want the headlines. I don't need them. If we get them, I don't care. The important thing is that the flame of anti-Semitism must be spread throughout the city, throughout the country. Everyone should know what a Jew is. We must destroy as much as we can. And when these little things, they keep adding up, the people will get the message.
But why that school at Houston?
I picked that school for, I think, an obvious reason. I hear there's some rabbi there by the name of Rabbi Waxman, I think. Supposed to be one of the more prominent, prestigious scholars in this area. We're going to strike. We're not going to strike in some little joint. We're going to strike in a big, respected place. A prominent head, a nice building.
How do you plan to go about this?
Look, I'm your leader. I always come up with a plan, and I'll tell you this time what I have in mind. It's quite simple. I must find out about this place. I think I'm going to go out into the streets, make myself to be, who knows, a Jew who wants to find out something more about the religion. Hopefully I'm going to find somebody who's going to tell me about this place, the schedule, all about the school that I'll need to know. When I get that information, shortly after that, we're going to destroy it. We're not going to be in school all day anymore. Are there any more questions?
No, great.
Then I think this meeting is adjourned.
I'm very disappointed in you. I don't know what to do with you. All day, you don't learn, you don't even work for a living. All day you just spend in the streets hanging around with your friends, the worst people around the living in this neighborhood. And such a bad ashpah on you. You're wasting your life. I see you're very immature. I see that you can't make your own decisions. So I'm going to make one for you. Tonight, you're going to go take a faher in Rav Yeshiva. Rav Waxman's Yeshiva.
Daddy, I'm not taking no fahers. If you don't like something about me, it's not my problem.
There's nothing I can do about it. I'm very happy with the way I am.
You think you know everything. I'm your father. I'm a little older than you. I know what's good for you. Now you're going to take it for her, and you're going to do something with your life.
I'm not taking no for her. You don't like it? I'll leave. I'll move
Now,
out.
that's not an answer you're going to leave. You're not going to leave. I put a lot of money into you ever since you were born. I fed you. I clothed you. I supported you. Now you're just going to walk out? No, you're going to take that for her, and you're going to learn.
Okay, you want me to take the for her? I'll take the for her. But I'm telling you now, I'm not going to do good. I'll fail anymore.
No, that doesn't work like that. You're going to take it for her, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it right, and you're going to learn.
You know, sometimes you really make me sick.
Excuse me, young man. I'm not from this area. I'm looking for this. I think it's supposed to be a big school on Houston Street.
Oh, yeah, Robert Waxman's school.
Yeah.
I'm on my way there right now to take some test.
What kind of test?
I don't know. My father's making me crazy. He told me I should go take a test and join the school. It's a Jewish school. It's a yeshiva.
What? So why aren't you taking the test? I mean, you don't want to?
Nah, what do I need school for? I miss the school. I go out with my friends, I have a good time. I do something during the day. I'll make some money. I'll live. I don't know.
A young man your age. Why don't you don't want an education?
I have all the education I need. Anything I know, I already know. Anything more, no matter what, I'm not going to learn anymore.
Look, what you're telling me sounds very funny, but this may sound funny to you when I'm about to tell you. What if I could tell you that I can make it worth your while to go to that school?
Worth my while? You're going to pay me to learn?
Look, I have to explain this to you. Do you have a few minutes? Maybe we can go somewhere and I'll explain to you exactly what I mean. But I'm telling you, maybe I can make it worth your while to go to that school. And you get an education to top it off. If you have a few minutes, I'll explain to you what I mean.
I know a quiet restaurant down the block. Nobody goes there. I happen to like the food there. We can go there.
My name is Mr. Rabinowitz. Yours?
My name's Benji.
Fine.
Nice to meet you.
Just for a few minutes. We'll talk.
No problem.
I messed your face again.
Chef, you call this a mess? This food stinks.
Stinks? I'll have you know, I'm a cordon bleu chef. I was under the tutelage of the best chefs in all of Paris. Stinks.
Yeah, it stinks. Doesn't make your food any better. It's a losing customer again, no customers these days. Look, you only have one table in your store.
This is because my customers are the most promising of all. They have the most exquisite tastes.
So why don't they come here?
You will be fired, I warn you.
Well, I'm not going to be fired. I'm going to quit before you fire.
You will not quit. I will fire you before you
I
quit.
will quit before you fire me.
I will fire you before you quit.
I will fire you before you quit.
I will quit before you fire me.
I got you again.
Don't calculate. Touché.
So, this a good place?
I told you, I like the food.
I'll taste.
Listen,
What would you like?
Morty, I like the regular. We need a chicken fried.
Fried chicken?
Yeah.
Here, give me what he wants.
A drink?
I'll take a Coke.
Okay.
Thanks.
Listen, Benji, you're probably wondering what I meant over there about making it worth your while. Let me explain. You know, many years ago, I was an Orthodox Jew, and I think you are. Then I married into a family which I know after a couple of years they weren't very religious. I followed after them. Soon before I know it, I couldn't remember even a few things about this, about Judaism. This went on for many years. Thank you.
What happened?
Look, I'll tell you. Just recently, my wife passed away. And ever since then, I felt something inside of me, a spark. I feel I want to know something. I went to a rabbi, and the rabbi suggested to me that I should affiliate myself with some Jewish institutions, with schools, with synagogues, temples. I don't know, maybe I should give money, and I have some money now which I can give. And I figured I'd come to this area. I heard there was a big famous area. And,
Yeah, you're just like my father. My father's also a rich man. That's how he gets his pull in all these places. Takes his money, and that's how he uses it.
look, I'm not interested in pool right now. I just need a little bit of your help. I want to be able to support an institution, but I can't just support an institution when I don't know anything about it.
So what's in it for me?
Yeah, I knew you would ask that. Look, this is what I want. I want you to please find out for me anything you can about this institution, this school, about the dean, the schedule, the routine, what they do in the morning, what they learn, anything like that. And if you come back to me and I like what I hear, I'll be glad to support this institution. And when you come back to me, I will reward you handsomely for your work. Believe me, you go there, you get your education, and I will reward you. But I must get this information. It's very important.
So all you want me to do is just check out the place for 2 weeks and tell you everything that you're doing today, and you'll pay me?
As long as you feel it's necessary to get the information I want. I see how they act, what they do. Here, look. I'm going to give you my address. When you feel you have enough that I'm interested in, please come down here. And believe me, you'll be happy you came.
Why don't you give me 2 weeks? In 2 weeks I'll come back to you.
Fine.
But I also expect that you'll pay me for my work.
Believe me, you won't be sorry doing this. It's not much that I'm asking for.
All right.
Waiter.
Morty, you got the job.
Thank you.
Well, Benji, I'm glad you're in yeshiva now. But I was talking to Rav Muffle, and it seems that you didn't really do that well on the Fahar. It seems that the only reason why you're in the yeshiva now is because he knows me. Muffle is a friend of mine.
Of course, the usual story. Nothing
Well-
for me, everything for you.
Listen, now that you're in yeshiva already, at least take advantage of your opportunities. Learn, attend to all the Sudarim. Use your opportunities there. Do something with your life. Another thing. I don't have to get phone calls from other people about how my son is going around with strangers in restaurants. I don't know who that was, but I don't know what happened over
Come
there.
on, his name is Mr. Rabinowitz, if you want to know, all right? He's a man who lost his wife a year ago, and somebody told him he should support an organization. You want to know what he's doing? He's giving money to the yeshiva you give money to, all right? He's going to support Ramalto's yeshiva.
Yeah, you believe everything he says, huh?
Why shouldn't I believe
Somebody on
him?
the street just tells you something, you right away believe it. Listen, there are plenty of strange people out there. I don't know, listen, I'm your father, and I'm very experienced in life, a lot more than you are. And you don't go talking to strangers like that.
I want you to know, the only reason why I'm going to the yeshiva now is because that man's going to pay me. You know that? In 2
Yeah.
weeks from now, I got to go to his house and tell him all about the yeshiva. He's going to pay me money for doing work for him. Say, here, I get the money and I get to learn. Makes both happy.
You're not going for money. You're going to fund to use your head for what it's supposed to be used for.
Yeshiva. Benji observed and took note of everything that he was asked to. He then, with enough information, returned to the house of Mr. Rabinowitz to tell him what he found out.
Enter.
How are you, Mr. Rabin? Mr. Rabinowitz. What kind of person do you think I am?
Have a seat.
I might not be the person that sits and learns in the yeshiva or the Jewish school. But the KKK? I have nothing to do with you people.
Calm down, calm down. Sit. Sit down.
What do you want?
All I want from you is what I asked from you. And you'll get what I promised you. The daily schedule of that school. That is all I want. Don't get excited. Nothing else.
You can pay me all the money in the world. I'm not telling you nothing. I would never hurt my fellow Jewish people. What are you going to do next? Hurt them?
That's very patriotic, Benji, but look here. I want to know that schedule. And I don't understand why you don't want to tell me.
Absolutely not. I will not tell you anything.
Maybe we should tell her it.
Tell me what?
Sit down.
What's going on, Harry?
Sit him down. I'll be right back.
What's he up to? I'll have nothing to do with you people. I'm telling you now. A bomb?
You're right. I want a little more from you than just a schedule.
What do you want with this bomb?
That beloved school where all the Jews learn. I want it to turn to rubble. And I need your help. And I'm going to get your help.
No, you're not. I will not do anything for the KKK. There's nothing you can do that's going to make me do it.
Listen here. We've done this before many, many times. And no one has turned us down yet. If that bomb is not where I want it to be tomorrow, and if that school doesn't go up the way I want it to, and listen closely, your parents will be killed.
What do you want from my parents?
This is not a threat, and this is final. This is what's going
Take
to
my
happen.
parents out of this. If you have a problem, you deal with me. I will not do it.
You heard what I said. Now stop arguing. This is the way it is. About that daily schedule.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. They get up about 7:30 in the morning and they pray. They eat breakfast. They have their morning class. They learn till about 1:45. 1:45, they go back to the dormitory down the block. They go to sleep, they rest, take care of whatever they have to until about 3:15. 3:15, they come back, they study in the afternoon. I can't believe this. They study in the afternoon until 6:30. They eat supper. Then they have their last class at night, so whenever they want to finish, they go to sleep. That's basically the schedule. Now what do you want?
Just listen here. We're gonna blow up that school, but I don't want you to think I'm that mean. You say at 1:45, they go back to the dormitory, and there's no one left inside the study hall. Tell you what, they're gonna take this bomb, and I'm gonna set it. And it should go off at 2 o'clock. When there's no one there, just the building will be destroyed. We'll start ticking about 5 minutes beforehand, and that way you'll know it's set and ready to go off. This way no one will be hurt. But my warning still stands, and don't forget it. If you don't do what's asked of you, someone's going to get killed. Now set to the time I told you. Do what's asked of you, and everything will turn out fine. You can go now.
$2 o'clock and no one's there? I thought we agreed to kill everyone.
Yeah, don't worry about it. made it gone crazy, the whole place would be killed. I set that thing for 12 o'clock. When we do something, we do it right. Everyone's going to be in there when that bomb goes off. Don't you worry. I just had to tell them 2 o'clock. I didn't want them to get too excited. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I don't know, Debbie. I don't understand shot really over here. It's a very good kasha. Terrence doesn't make sense. Let me look it up. I learned Wikipedia. I'll bring it back. One second. It's past 12. It's not 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh, what do I do now? If I tell them all to go out, then they'll know why I did it. And I can't let them stay here because they're all going to get killed. My parents, they'd be so ashamed. I should have listened to my father. I can't let them die. Everybody, you must go out. There's a bomb in the building. Go out. I'm telling you, you gotta leave.
What do you mean a bomb?
Trust me, there's a bomb.
How do you know it's a bomb?
I put it here. Get out of the building. You must go out. You must come with us. I can't. Remy, I've got to save the building also. I'm going to take the bomb. Please, Remy, go. Go. Talmidei HaYeshiva, we gather here today for the Levaya of a tzaddik. Yes, a tzaddik. Anyone who ends his life al yedei Kiddush Hashem is truly a tzaddik. Binyamin might not have been the best bachar, nor did his future assure godless patayra. But yesh kaina olamai b'shah achas. It is possible to acquire Olam Haba in a single moment, by a single deed. And Mesiras would be for you so great that it can make a person into a tzaddik. The best thing is to avoid that tshuva has to be done. The best thing that you could learn is to avoid making the mistake in the first place. Listen to your parents. They're a generation older than you and they know better. Do what they tell you and you won't have to come upon tshuva. This would be the crown to the tshuva that Binyamin did. If you follow Shlomo HaMelech's words, Shema B'ni Musa Ravicha, because of Binyamin, his position in Olam Haba will surely be elevated. Yehi Zichrei Baruch.
Every time we try something, every time we do anything to the Jews, the Jew always ends up a hero at the end. I don't know. We can never win.
Some of them sang, some of them don't. Oh my, that is look good.
Come in, please.
Hello, Mr. Srederoff. Aaron Senderovich is my name.
Senderovich. I don't recall that name, Senderovich. Well, anyway, have a seat. What can I do for you?
I'll tell you the reason why I came. I am a student of Rabbi Yosef Mendelovich. Have you heard of him?
Mendelovich. That's the famous refusenik we have here in Russia.
Yes, that is true. I am his student. As you know, he has been very successful in organizing classes around the Soviet Union for the many, many hundreds of thousands of people who are thirsting for Torah.
That sounds wonderful. What does it have to do with me?
That's what I'm here to tell you. You see, it's like this. We need a place where to have a class in this area. And we were figuring that since this is a boardroom, it would be very suitable for a class, and it wouldn't be conspicuous. Nobody would notice that there's anything going on here.
Well, true, this is a big boardroom of my company. My construction company holds its annual meetings here. But I still, I don't know about this idea, having meetings, having classes. I don't know what this is all about.
Well, we know that you're a concerned Jew. And there are many people that are really thirsting to learn a little bit more. And besides, it would be a nice idea if you could also come. We'd like to have you.
A concerned Jew I'm not. A Jew I am. My parents were religious, that's true. But as far as I go, I have everything going for me. I have this beautiful construction company. I own it. Everything I want is here. You know, this Judaism business really doesn't tick me off there. I'm happy where I am. I have everything I want. However, I think for my parents' sake, I owe it to them to give you this boardroom. If you like it, it's all yours. You can have it for your meetings. However, I want to stress something to you, Rabbi.
Yes? What is that?
If you ever get caught by anybody, I don't care who questions you, it is not mine. I did not give you this room. You took it. I don't know how you got it, but I did not give it to you, and my name does not come up. That's how I will give you this boardroom.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay, Rabbi.
Thank you very much. And if you get a chance, do come by and join our class.
Okay.
Davis, we're about to end our third class. It's been very successful here. Much thanks has to go to Mr. Seredorov, who's really given us of his building. But before we leave, I'd just like to ask, do any of you have any questions in Ashkafa that you would like to ask? Yes, Deb.
Rabbi, you have just told us how much we have to devote ourselves to Torah and mitzvah. Does that mean that we can't have any enjoyment like playing ball or taking vacations?
It's a very good question, Zeb. It's true. We must devote our life to Torah and mitzvahs and serving Hashem. That is true. However, this does not mean that you can never play ball or go on a vacation. The important thing that we have to realize is that the main thrust of our life is being an Oved Hashem, serving Hashem. There are times that we feel for our health, we have to invigorate ourselves, playing ball, or perhaps we need a bit of a rest and we need a vacation. That is fine, as long as it's done with the idea that it's only to refresh ourselves to be a better Oved Hashem. Is there anybody else? Yes, Shia.
But what about us? People like us who live in a place like this in Russia, where we don't have opportunities to do mitzvahs. Does that mean that we're not good Jews?
Another very good question. I'm proud of you. Not at all. We have a principle that Ones Rahmana Patra. If somebody is in a predicament where he is unable to perform a mitzvah, and it's not his fault, Hashem understands that and forgives you for it. Anybody else? Shlomi.
You mentioned earlier in the year that we have to be medactic in our mitzvahs. What's the difference how you do it? The way it comes out, comes out.
It's also a reasonable question. However, we have to realize that Torah is like a diamond, and we have to treat it that way. If you were a jeweler, would you weigh a diamond on a scale that's made to weigh fruit? Of course not. Diamonds need a very precise and delicate scale, and that is the type of precision that we have to have when doing mitzvahs. Okay, I guess this just about ends our shir today. Let me just review that the main thing we were talking about is the fact that mitzvahs and ma'asim tovim are the most important things in life. All other things, making money and other types of things, are just side points. The main thrust in life is Torah and mitzvahs. And that's what we need for our spiritual fulfillment. Okay, class dismissed.
You know, Rabbi, I've been listening in on this class today, and I've learned some things.
Oh, hi. Mr. Sredorov. Have a seat.
shiur, as you call it, I've been standing here listening in. But today you said something which changed my life. You hit it. It is me you were talking about today. I am someone who has money. I own this company. I have everything I could want. Fame, power. They know me here in Russia. However, my life is empty. My wife died 2 years ago. And to tell you the truth, what do I have in life now? I have nothing. And you said this thing about Torah, you said, and commandments. You know, maybe it's just something that could fulfill my life. It's an empty life, and I remember my parents, their faces, how happy they were. It all seemed like everything was going great there, and to tell you the truth, I'm not a happy individual. And I think from the things I've heard you say, I think I'm ready to become religious.
Very nice to hear that.
There's a problem, though. It's not directly a problem, just my son. I mean, I've told him that I've been attending these classes, I've been listening in, I've been hearing wonderful things. I don't know how excited he is about this whole business, about becoming religious and stuff. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe we can become a family again and we can become involved in this religion. Maybe there's something you can tell us, some advice.
It's a wonderful idea. I think that the first step, why don't you bring him over to one of my classes? Let's see how he reacts to it. Perhaps he'll see something in it as well.
That's a wonderful idea. You know, I never thought of that. Let me try it. I'm going to go now and get my son, and we'll be here for the next year.
Fine. See you then. Here. This week. We'll see you all next week. Class dismissed. Oh, Mr. Straderov. I see you brought somebody here.
Yes, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't want to bring him into class right away. You know, maybe the kids would get a little scared. So I decided to let him listen outside with me like I always do. And he heard the whole class, I'm happy to say.
Oh, really? Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Yes, my father has been telling me.
Have a seat.
Thank you. My father told me that he has attended this superb share the past few days. And I see he's correct. In fact, after listening to these ideas outspoken during your class today, I feel that maybe I should become a little more religious.
You know, my son Chaim, I'm very proud of him. You know, he does really well at school and everything I say, you know, he always agrees with. And now, I think he's ready to make the moves with me. I think we're both going to become a family again, and we're both going to become religious. How can you help us? You know, I think we're ready right now to make the move. I'm ready to drop everything, this whole construction company, my whole life, my whole successful life, with all the money. How are you going to help me? What is your advice that you can give me? How right now to become religious and start a new life?
You don't know how proud I am of both of you. It's really a wonderful achievement. And here in the Soviet Union, you could reach such a level where you're ready to accept upon yourself the Torah and the mitzvah. However, in your case, there is a bit of a problem. It's a little bit more complicated than with somebody else. Let me explain. You are the head of a very big construction company. You have gotten a contract for many of the important projects that have gone on recently in some of the big cities in the Soviet Union. There is no way in the world that the Russian government will allow such a person to become a religious Jew. It's impossible.
Rabbi, what you're saying is very true. You know, I am a powerful man and I own this construction company. It will be very hard to remain religious here.
I think there is advice that I can give you. Perhaps you might consider going and applying immediately for a visa to go to Eretz Yisrael. There you will be able to start a new life and you will be free in a free society to do all the mitzvahs and learn all the Torah that you want.
That's a wonderful idea. You mean you think we should pick ourselves up right now and go get our visa? And we can leave and we'll start a new life. That sounds wonderful. know, I mean, I speak for myself. Chaim, what do you think about that day of leaving?
Well, if that's what your Rebbe says, then that's what we should do.
Rebbe, you gave me wonderful advice. We're going to go right now and get that visa.
Please be Matzliach. And you know something? Get back to me as soon as you can. Let me know what happened.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Rebbe.
Be well, honey.
I've come to apply for an exit visa to leave this country.
Name?
The name is Serederov, and this is my son.
Let me check the files. Ah, Serederov. It says over here that you're a top executive in a construction company. Is that not so?
That's true. I own a construction company, I'm happy to say. I'm very happy there, very successful.
So I imagine the only reason you want to leave Russia is because you are Jewish? Why else would such a prestigious, rich man such as yourself want to leave Russia?
That's none of your business. I'm here to apply for an exit visa.
Let me give you a piece of advice. To become a Jew, it's not worth it. Just to keep a Sabbath and to do some crazy customs, you're a very honorable citizen over here. You're rich. You have a company. You have everything going for yourself. Why would you want to leave to go to Israel just to become a Jew? My father and I have made up our mind, and our decision is final. That's your decision. That's what you'll get. But let me tell you, it's not going to be worthwhile for yourself. You want to go, you'll go. But all your money that you have, your corporation, is going to go to the Russian government. It's going to be confiscated.
1 minute. If I leave here, you're going to take away all my money?
Everything. I will give you 1 week to decide. If you want, you can remain the citizen that you've been. All the wealth is yours, your corporation is yours. We'll forget this whole incident. But if you really want to go and be a stupid Jew, go right ahead.
Let me get this straight again. Either I stay in this country or I leave with no money. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, you'll leave penniless. I'm sure you'll make the right decision, and I'm sure I won't be happy to see you again. Next. After speaking to that Russian official,
Take the diamond and I'm going to put it in the heel of a shoe. You will wear that shoe out of Russia.
wonderful idea.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, but there's a big problem. My son, unfortunately, is not in business, he's in school. You and I both know what goes on in this country. Almost everyone is a KGB agent. The KGB has worked out that they have gardeners, your people who sell your food. Almost anyone can be a KGB agent. Of course, a shoemaker can be a KGB agent. And if that's the case, what happens if I go to the shoemaker? He's going to get suspicious. He's going to say, what's someone putting a diamond in the heel of their shoe for? You know, and they're going to catch me. What if he tells? I can't take a chance like that.
You have a point, but I wouldn't recommend this guy to you if I didn't think he could do the job. Trust me, this guy is the straightest guy I'll ever meet. Straight as an arrow.
Shimon, you know, it sounds like a great idea. Of course, I'm going to have to talk it over with my new Rebbe, who I met in my boardroom. But, Shimon, I really appreciate this advice. It sounds like a very good idea.
My pleasure. And also, I'd like to drive you to the airport when you go.
Oh, wow. You know, that's too much, Shimon. I can't ask you to drive me.
I wanted to, please.
Okay, if that's the case, I could use someone to drive me. We'll be leaving in a week from today.
Okay. Meet me at my van. I'll be parked in front of my house.
Oh, you got the van in front of your house. Okay, we'll be there in a week from today. Shimon, thank you very much.
Well, bring your in.
Rebbe, I have some news for you. The first thing I have to tell you is you will no longer be able to use this boardroom.
Oh, really?
Yes, but I have some good news to tell you. This morning I went to pick up my exit visa from the Russian officials, and they've given it to me.
Mazel tov. I'm so happy to hear that. Wonderful. That's great news. When do you leave?
It's great news, but it's not so great.
Notice your trouble.
Rebbe, I'm leaving this afternoon, and I'm making my flight towards Eretz Yisrael. You remember Shimon? You know Shimon who comes to the shir here?
Sure.
Well, Shimon came up with a fantastic idea for me. Look, when I went to apply for the exit visa, they told me that I have a choice. Either stay here in this country and forget about everything you ever heard from a rabbi, or you can get out of this country. You can leave here, but we're throwing you out with no money. You cannot take anything out with you. And of course, I thought over what Rebbe told me, and the fact that he told me I have to get out of here, and I decided to go. And Shimon came up with fantastic advice. He told me to go to a shoemaker, put a diamond in the heel of my shoe, and then when the diamond will be in the heel of the shoe, I'll walk right out of the country. They'll never see. I won't be carrying any suitcases. I won't have anything with me. I'll have the diamond hitting in my shoe, and like this, I'll walk right out of the country. Sounds like a fantastic idea, Rebbe, but there's a problem. We know that everyone's a KGB. Who knows who's a KGB agent? If that's the case, it could be the shoemaker. The shoemaker could tell the KGB. I mean, it looks suspicious. What's someone putting a diamond in their shoe for? And if they're going to do that, they're going to rip open my shoe and find the diamond, and then I'll be sent to Siberia, and the whole thing's not worth it. Rebbe, I've come now to seek your advice. Tell me, should I leave with the diamond, or should I just go to Israel, live in poverty, and maybe make some money? You tell me, what is the right move?
Well, I'll tell you. It's not an easy question to answer. The truth is, your fears are well-founded. We know that in this society of ours, sadly enough, anyone, even unfortunately in certain families, could be one's own cousin, one's own brother could be a KGB agent. Unfortunately, their loyalties to the Soviet Union are even more than that to their very own flesh and blood. So you do have what to worry about. However, I can't answer exactly what you should do. But I know this. You have become a very frum religious Jew. You are now from the Rotzbei mitzvahs, those who have dedicated their lives to Torah and mitzvahs. I can't tell you exactly what to do in this case, but I'm sure that whatever your final decision is, Hashem will protect you.
Rebbe, that is very encouraging bracha that you have given me. You didn't answer my question exactly, but if I know that I'm going out with a blessing from you, I haven't known you too long, but I see what a man you are. And these encouraging words that you're giving me, I think that's enough for me to leave this country with, and I think I'm going to go with the diamond. You give me really encouraging words, and I thank you so much for it. I thank you for everything you've done for me. You've really changed my life.
Be Matzliach. I know that in this country, sometimes the mail doesn't go through, but please write and let me know how you're doing.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Rebbe. Dad, you leave a lot behind. But I feel the decision we have made has been a good one. You know, son, I'm really proud of you. Everything I've said, you know, you've gone along with everything. This whole thing about becoming religious. And now finally we're in the van. The driver's going to be here. He's going to take us now to the airport. Everything will be really wonderful. And we'll leave this country, you know. I have my doubts, but I think we'll make it. Hopefully the driver will be here soon. Shimon's a good man. Oh, he's here. Shimon, I'm so happy you made it. Oh, wow. We're going to go now.
Got your visa?
I got the visa. I went to the shoemaker. The shoemaker did it for me. To tell you the truth, he looked like a nice man. He put the diamond right in the shoe, and I'm ready to walk out with it. It's right here on my shoe. I'm going to walk out of the country with it. It's a great plan, Shimon.
Great, let's go.
Dad, he looks so worried.
Chaim, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so nervous, I can't handle this. Chaim, what happens if we go there? I told you. You know, the KGB, anyone's the KGB. If they find this diamond in my shoe, they're going to send us to Siberia. You're a kid, you don't know. I've been in business, I've heard stories about people. I've been thrown into Siberia for things like this. You don't know what a chance we're taking. I'm really afraid I can't. I'm really so nervous. I don't think we should go through with this. I think I should leave the diamond.
What did your Rebbe tell you?
I went to my Rebbe, and my Rebbe explained to me that since right now we are going to Israel, Eretz Yisrael, through a life of Torah mitzvahs, we're going to be roiding mitzvahs. He said that everything will be good.
So that's what Rebbe said. That's what we have to do.
Oh, Chaim, you're right. That's the answer, but it doesn't help me.
We're almost there.
This is too much for me. Listen, Shimon, thank you so much for your idea. Thank you so much for giving me the shoes. However, I've decided now, I'm not taking this diamond out with me. They're going to catch me and throw me to Siberia. Listen, let us right now. You give me your shoes, I'll give you my shoes. You'll have a shoe with the diamond in it, and I'll walk out without anything. That's it. Let me leave with no money.
I told you could trust the guy, didn't I?
You said you could trust him.
Didn't you listen to him? He said, if the Rebbe said that if you're going to Israel, if you're going to mitzvahs, then everything will be all right. So what are you worried about?
You don't understand what it is. I understand you know this KGB guy, but I don't know who he is. You know the shoemaker. You don't know if he's a KGB agent. I feel he might be, and I don't think it's worth taking a chance. Shimon, you're a good man. I know you're not doing it for the diamond. I know that.
I don't want the diamond. The diamond's yours. You need to live with it, Israel.
I know I need it, Shimon. Thank you so much for your advice. Please let us switch shoes now. You take the diamond, I'll take your shoes. Everything will be good. Please let us switch. That is what I wish now. I'll go to Israel as a poor man.
If that's what you want, I can't argue with you.
That's your decision.
You give me your shoes now. Okay, we're here. You know, Shimon, thanks for everything. Again, thanks for your great idea. You know, thanks a lot for your great idea. Listen, you enjoy the diamond. You'll be a rich person.
I don't want the diamond like that.
I understand, but you have the shoes now. You have the diamond. Let's go. Let's go to the airport now and check out. I think we're ready. Sredorov's the name. This is my son.
Your exit visa, please.
Here, my son's exit visa's in there also.
They seem to be in order, Mr. Seradarov. I guess we'll let you go. Your flight will be leaving from gate 42 in 45 minutes. Where's your visa?
Great. Okay. Grade number 42. Hold it right there, Seradarov. You didn't think you'd get away with this, did you? I don't know what you want. Oh, Kristen. What do you want?
Hand up.
Now you're gonna live the rest of your life in Siberia as a poor Jew.
Yeah, nothing on 'em.
Take them apart their shoes. There's a diamond in their shoes.
I don't know.
You wanted to leave there. You tried to double cross the KGB. Nobody double crosses the KGB. You think we don't? You underestimated us. We have our sources.
Nothing in either there.
Let me see those shoes. What do you mean there's nothing in there? What is this? My God! You told me there's no diamond in here. What's going on? Just get out of here. Go. Leave.
What do you mean get out of here? How am I supposed to go into Israel? How am I supposed to leave? But what's going to happen when I come to Israel? They're going to look at me. They're going to say, "This is how you throw someone out of the country? You throw them out without any shoes? How am I supposed to leave?"
You're right. I don't want to embarrass my country, Russia. You're not going anywhere. You give him your shoes. Let him leave with your shoes. Now get out of there.
Well, we're now free.
Reuben Seradarov is today a retired construction worker in Eretz Yisrael, shepherding nachas from his Eineflot who are all going to Eretz Yisrael.